welcome back. Now Damien, what kind of things do you think are at the bottom of Port Phillip Bay?
Fish, cars, dead bodies, maybe last year's Melbourne 22 set.
Well, you could be right about all of those things, but it's also believed that the very first shot fired by the Allied forces in World War I is also down there somewhere.
Wait a second, I'm pretty sure that war happened in Europe.
Well, yeah, most of it did, but Australia also made a contribution. Take a look.
Victoria is not usually a place you associate with searches for World War I relics, but a group of maritime archaeologists are on the hunt for an object that marked the start of Australia's contribution to the Great War. Mark Ryan is the team leader of Southern Ocean Exploration, a group of ocean explorers keen to discover a 45-kilogram shell that was the first shot fired by the Allied forces in World War I.
On the 5th of August 1914, the SS Pfalz was tied up at Victoria Dock. They were loading coal. They needed to load enough coal to be able to escape Australian waters and to get into friendlier waters because they knew that war was about to be declared.
When the Pfalz left Melbourne and was about to pass through the Heads, a decision was made to fire a shot across its bow.
At gun placement number 6 at Fort Nepean, they were ordered to fire a warning shot at the Pfalz, which is what they did. That was known as a heave-to shot, and it was shot just in front of the ship as a warning to the ship. And that shot is the shot that was the first shot fired by the Allies in the First World War.
The German skipper turned his vessel towards Portsea and the crew surrendered, spending the duration of the war in an internment camp. His Excellency, the Honourable Alex Chernov, Governor of Victoria, was one of a number of dignitaries on hand to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the first shot back in August. Also in attendance were descendants of some of the crew members who fired that shot 100 years earlier. At 12:45 p.m, exactly 100 years after John Purdue and his gun crew fired their heave-to shot at the SS Pfalz, an artillery cannon was fired as a reenactment. Mark's team have already located many shipwrecks. In 2007, they located the SS Alert, a ship that sank off Cape Schanck in 1893.
The water's between about 16 and 22 metres deep, and we believe the shell will be up to a metre under the sand. We are trying to raise funds to purchase a magnetometer that is sensitive enough that it will find the shell. If the shell is there, the transverse magnetometer will be able to locate it and we'll be able to find the shell.
Whitewater documentaries are following Southern Ocean Exploration in their search, which will hopefully end with Mark laying his hands on the 100-year-old shell.
I just wonder with all that equipment whether they can find all the change I've lost in this couch.
Oh, geez, you're so cheap, Damien. Look, for more information on how you can help find the first shot of World War I, visit soe.org.au. Now, Damien, what is your favourite band?
It's be a hard choice. Maybe Red Hot Chili Peppers? Sure. How about yourself?
Well, you know, Wiggles.
Here in Melbourne, we're lucky to have a lot of amazing venues where bands are playing 7 days a week. So let's have a look.
that was very enjoyable, and we'll have plenty more on Melbourne 22 coming up after this break.